afternoon, our lovely viewers. It is time for our Speech Focus Africa Environmental News. Live at noon, read to you by Jesse Mbabazi together with
Erica Louise Nyakojo.
Live here at Shomita Hotel, where our Speech Focus Africa Command Center sits.
And first, other headlines. Uganda Environment Authority greenlights clearing of Bugoma Forest. Without room to expand, mountain gorillas' population growth could backfire.
Rush to turn black diamonds into cash eats up Uganda's forest fruits. In a bid to secure the future of near-threatened species, 30 animals have been driven, flown, and finally rehomed in Akagera National Park.
They can't silence us, the female lawyers defending Colombia's environment. US lags in electric vehicle sales despite Biden administration's push. And lastly, plans to mine Ecuador forest violate rights of nature. Court rules.
We thank you all our viewers for tuning to Speech Focus Africa television, the only television that has programs which empower children to use their voices to find solutions to what affects them. Let's have our news in details.
Uganda Environment Authority greenlights clearing of Bugoma forest. Sugarcane companies have begun clearing land within the Bugoma forest in Uganda after gaining title to the area under controversial circumstances. The country's forestry authority contends that Hoima Sugar Limited and MZ agencies obtained the titles after the Ministry of Land mistakenly declared that the land fell outside the bounds of the forest reserve. A forestry official says the case is symbolic of similar claims being filed over land in environmentally sensitive areas across Uganda. Part of the disputed land in the Bugoma forest is a key conservation area home to chimpanzees and monkeys. Two sugarcane companies have begun clearing thousands of hectares in sections of Uganda's Bugoma forest. The National Forestry Authority, NFA, is challenging land titles granted the Hoima Sugar Limited and MZ agencies, but a series of court defeats has forced the authority to remove its guards.
Without room to expand, mountain gorillas' population growth could backfire. Mountain gorillas, one of the world's most endangered apes, appear to be facing a fresh health threat after a successful conservation campaign saved them from looming extinction, according to the International Union for Conservation of Nature. As a result, in 2018, the organization changed the conservation status of mountain gorillas from critically endangered to endangered. However, the habitat to mountain gorillas has not expanded in tandem with population growth. The entirety of species is confined to parks in Rwanda, Uganda, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, bounded in human settlements. The gorillas are unable to expand beyond these protected areas, leading to increasing population density.
Rush to turn black diamonds into cash eats up Uganda's forests' fruits. Kakumiro, Uganda. A strong desire by charcoal producers in Uganda to cash in on the soaring demand for charcoal for cooking, especially in urban areas. It is resulting in environmental degradation on a large scale, threatening the health of both human and natural communities. Pressure is so intense on forests that food-providing fruit trees on private lands are being bought, cut down, and burned to make the polluting wood-sourced fuel. According to our 2016-2017 Uganda National Household Survey summary, the country's reliance on forest-produced fuels, including charcoal and dry wood, is huge, with 90% of households relying on various wood-sourced fuels. For cooking, in urban areas, household charcoal use jumped 12.4% between 2012 to 2013 and 2016 to 2017. That consumption pattern as urban charcoal use puts pressure on rural forests is thought to be continuing today, according to the Uganda Bureau of Statistics.
United States lags in electric vehicle sales despite Biden's administration push. Joe Biden has sought to throw his weight behind electric cars, recently taking the brand new electric Hummer for a test drive at GM plant in Michigan and declaring it one hell of a vehicle. The Biden administration, in the midst of major push to encourage the take-up of electric vehicles, has been provided a sobering reminder of how badly the United States is lagging in adoption to zero-emission cars. A new report has found that electric cars will make up just 4% of American sales in 2021, compared with 9% in China and 14% sales in Europe.
Plans to mine Ecuador forest violate rights of nature. Court rules. Ecuador's highest court has ruled that plans to mine for gold and copper in a protected cloud forest are unconstitutional and violate the rights of nature. In a landmark ruling, the Constitutional Court of Ecuador decided that mining permits issued in Los Cedros, a protected area in the northwest of the country, would harm the biodiversity of the forest, which is home to spectacled bears, endangered frogs, dozens of rare orchid species, and the rare spider monkey, one of the world's rarest primates.
White rhinos flown from South Africa to Rwanda is the largest single translation. In a bid to secure the future of near-threatened species, 30 animals have been flown, driven, and finally rehomed in Akagera National Park. Getting stuck into the in-flight wine wasn't an option for 30 passengers flying overnight from South Africa to Rwanda. With that, we have come to the end of our news broadcast. Although most of these articles were sad and threatening to our future.
But before we sign out, we encourage you to stay tuned. More and more is coming, and up next is a poem. It's been Erica Louise Nyakojo together with
Jesse Mbambazi
for Speech Focus Africa. Enjoy the rest of the programs.